let's try and make this as painless as possible. No, I'm just kidding. This is going to be a fun project inspired by the unboxing experience that I see other people are sharing on social media. Why not? You know, your packages doesn't have to be boring. So I thought of how we can make the unboxing or opening the mail to be an experience. So first of all, instead of just having a boring mailing envelope, mailing package, we can actually custom the print that we want onto the white or brown envelope. I'm speaking of the bubble wrap envelope because that's where I normally send my packages. Just to give you an example, you find this, I got this from the post office. This is a 6 by 8 envelope, and it has a nice print. And also this one, they come actually in different sizes. This is $1.79 at the post office, but if I get it from my postal supply store, it can be more expensive. But then there's not a lot of choices. Now, with making your own printed or envelopes, you can do that. So this is just a few examples that I have. Isn't that pretty? And look at this one. So now you can make your own, and that's what I want to show you. Now this envelope, particularly with the balloons, is going to an international customer. Her name is Donatella. Donatella, your package will be shipped in this balloon envelope. So I'm gonna show you how you can just decorate or cover a simple white bubble envelope with tissue paper, or these are napkins, table napkins. So this is my table napkin haul, I guess you can call it, from Tuesday morning, my favorite store. I love this. Many things you can do with that. And for somebody who loves the beach, you can custom it like that. Paisley is pretty. Me personally, I love pineapples. And this is for somebody who loves to cook. And that's for the gardener. And this is for the tropics. And I love this, just love this pastel flowers. So there were tons, and it's so hard to choose sometimes. And they are range from $2.49, and this ones, because they're thicker, I guess they're $5, and this one is $5. So let me go over the materials with you. So let's go over the materials that you're going to be needing. You need a bubble wrap envelope, which you can buy at your office supply store. You need a glue. What I have is this kind of glue from the 99-cent store, or you can maybe use Mod Podge, although I haven't tried that because I don't have it in my supplies. Or just Elmer's glue and just mix with a little water. And what I did is, after I brush one coat with the Amazing Base and one coat with the Vibrance, only because I continuously want to find uses for these, because these are just amazing things. But you don't have to, okay? I think, or I know that after I just brush it with glue, that it came out nice. It's just that with the Vibrance and the Amazing Base, they are more adhered, and they just feel more like they're a part of the envelope. They kind of like really adhere to the envelope, is what I'm saying. So let me show you, like this one, for example. I use Amazing Base, just like a thin coat of Amazing Base. And you can even, if you have Amazing Base that's kind of thickened a little bit, mix it with a little water. And then I let it dry. I put it in front of the electric fan for like, you know, 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes even. And then the Vibrance on top. And that's the result. Now, this one's, for example, I just did it with just the Vibrance on top of it. So you can also do just the glue and then Vibrance over it. It's up to you, but I just thought that this has more of a nicer texture to it, but you can't see that, of course. But again, just experiment. You also need, of course, the table napkin. And I noticed that this one, which I got from the post office this morning, by the way, I went to ask them if it's okay to mail these things, like, you know, the envelope that you decorated with special paper. And they said, yeah, you can basically do whatever with your packages, I think, as long as you just don't put nudity or something. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so yeah, but look, this one's, even the flap is all the same print. So since I haven't seen that when I did mine, the flap doesn't have a print, but these are all my experiments. So then now I'm going to make one with just continuous with the flap, including the flap should be the same print. So let's get to work. I like this, so I chose this one. This is gonna be a long video, so grab something, coffee if you're watching it in the morning. You need to pull this thing apart because they have normally 2 pieces of, they're lined, is what I'm saying. Come on. Okay. I love this print. There you go. So let's see. I'll do this with a small one. So if we do this, right? I'll cut off that part and continue it for the flap. And even if you try to retouch, if there's a tear, you would just get a piece and retouch. You don't see it. It's so forgiving. You gotta try it. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get to work and be prepared to get messy. So I'm just gonna spread the glue around right there and just brush it. I line my work area with paper. Maybe plastic plastic liner would be better. You want to make sure that it all gets the glue. So you may want to ask, why do you have to make the trouble? Because if you are sending it to someone, for example, as a present, you want that person to be really happy when he or she gets it. And again, you can personalize this. So there you go. Just gonna push it like that. And then we'll take this. Now, how I do it is just do it slowly at first, okay? You can, let me just turn around so you can see it. Now the middle part has that full crease, I'm trying to say. Don't push too hard. And it's actually better if you push with your brush, not your fingers. Okay. There you go. Isn't that pretty already? And just put more glue. You know, you can tell which part didn't get the glue. You want to make sure that it's all glued down. So now, get that later. I'm going to cut this portion to cover that flap part, okay? So you can do it this way. Be sure to wash your scissors after you do this, because otherwise the glue will harden on there and will ruin your scissors. Okay, now I'm gonna take this part and just put it here. Okay, and more. And just cut that. Other side. Isn't that so easy and simple? You're done with that side. You let it dry, and then you do the other side. Okay, thank you. So now this is dry, not completely dry, but it is. It's dry to the touch. And how I dried it, instead of hanging it up, I just put it on this long neck bottle. It's actually a Filipino kind of vinegar, white vinegar, and just put it like that, and you can put it in front of the fan and turn it around or whatever. So there you have it. It's very nice and pretty. Now it's ready to go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And when something is good that is worth sharing, please feel free to do so. Thanks for watching.